to represent the 1,600,000 members of AFSCME across this great country. For 75 years, we have fought to make our voices heard, and we're not going to be silenced today.
There is no bigger story than what is unfolding in Wisconsin, because other states will follow. The turnout today was fantastic. The right-wing conservative broadcasters in this country, followed by congressmen like Paul Ryan, are insulting these Americans who are doing it orderly, peacefully, properly, and doing the American thing.
It's not the teachers and firefighters and the guys who pick up your trash. It's not their astronomical salaries, which don't exist. It's not even state pension contributions that have driven state budgets into the very, very deep crimson reds. It's the result of taking in too little. Far, far, way too little.
As a rich person, I pay 28% tax. What I want to ask you is, why am I not paying 50? Why is everybody in my bracket not paying 50? The Republicans will tell you, from John Boehner to Mitch McConnell to Rick Scott, that we can't do that, because if we tax guys like me, there won't be any jobs. It's bull. It's total bull.
The Republican Party has every reason in the world to try to break up unions right now. The Republican Party has corporate America on their side. And of course, corporate America has always wanted to break up unions.
Would you explain the real deal on Wisconsin? Not the it's all political, isn't it? Isn't this just 100% politics?
No doubt about it.
Bust the unions, it's over. The Koch brothers, among others, were organizing to try to bust labor. It's what big business wants to do, bust labor. This isn't a new concept.
Marty Beals, Executive Director of the Wisconsin chapter of AFSCME.
We're going to keep organizing. We're going to keep fighting them. You know, if the bill passes, we'll continue to fight and organize, and we will prevail, Chris. We will prevail.
Okay. It's great having you on. You look like the real thing to me, sir. I'd like to meet you sometime. Marty Beals, Executive Director of the Wisconsin Employees Union, State Employees. Thanks for coming on tonight. It's great to have you on Hardball.
Documentary filmmaker Michael Moore leads the charge of protest today at the state capitol.
Your message has inspired people in all 50 states. And that message is, we have had it!
Undercover Boss.
The importance of public service, the importance of giving back to the community. I found that to be the case in every person that I worked with when I went undercover.
You're invited to the 17th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Let's join together. Let's make it a real voice. Unions made this country great because it gives the voice to the working people.
Look at the history of what unions have done in terms of safety, in terms of the workplace, in terms of who we are as a working people. You have to go back to the union movement of the 20th century. It's one of the great movements, along with the civil rights movement, the women's movement, gay rights movement. That's what's changed this country in the past century.
ABC 7 News at 10, Chicago's #1 news.
What began 2 weeks ago as a Wisconsin issue has gained enormous support across the country.
Chanting in downtown Chicago. But no matter what the location, the message was the same. Unions are worth fighting for.
These are the largest protests we've seen in Lansing in years.
Speakers at the gathering called it all an attack on the middle class.
Reporter Tom McKee is live outside the Ohio State House.
Teachers, firefighters, police officers, nurses, craftsmen filled the Ohio State House grounds Tuesday.
Keep the dream alive!
It is an example of union busting. What they want to do is to strip from these workers their rights to collectively bargain.
ABC 7 News this morning.
And these bills basically go after the right of workers to have a voice on their job and to collectively bargain around their working conditions and their wages. And unions set the standards for all people in Indiana.
This is KIMT News 3 at 10.
Tonight, Iowa union workers are speaking out against a collective bargaining reform bill.
The president of Mason City's union, Joe Bohl, says the current system has been in place since the 1970s and works just fine. He says union workers will fight to retain their right to negotiate in all areas.
This is NBC Connecticut.
New this morning, New Haven's labor issues have caught the attention of some powerful national figures.
The American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, they represent 1,500 city workers and will be marching with Sharpton to City Hall, protesting job cuts and requests from the city for givebacks from the unions.
This is about who we are, and this is about what we are about, and this is about who we want to be as a country.
This is YNN, your evening news now.
American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees union members filling the Empire State Plaza Convention Center with a clear message.
It's time that the governor knows that we are not the problem. We are part of the solution. These budget cuts will affect the services that are available to the members in our communities and also to our workers.
This is Fox 40 News at 10.
With hundreds of state agencies in California, it's tough to find all of the waste. But the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, a union representing government workers, says if you really want to save money, stop relying so much on private contractors.
On the financial plight of the states, Governor Martin O'Malley is the governor of Maryland.
I'm disappointed, in fact, that some governors are choosing to use this crisis to sharpen their ideological axe and go after collective bargaining rights. Look, I don't think that it helps to vilify and go after public employees' unions. I mean, the firefighters, the police, the teachers, these are all people that do important services.
Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. And with this faith, we will go out and adjourn the councils of despair and bring new light into the dark chambers of pessimism. And we will be able to rise from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope. And this will be a great America.